It's like a physics breaking thing almost. It's like Hi Pat Talk 101. It's the office ramble. Now I gotta look this shit up.
Oh, that damn medicine's making me drowsy as shit. I didn't eat something soon enough.
Pause system test. Okay.
Oh, dude, what? That's wild. So they lean back their tail fan vigorously, and the wings achieve the same speed as the sound waves generated by the passage through the air. Which, what? Why are birds like absurd? That's crazy. Yeah, so hummingbirds are wild and can basically break the laws of physics.
So they're saying it creates a resonance or it creates a sonic boom.
Well, it's like it's through the it's like in between. I think it's like this.
Just
It's
transonic.
weird. It's really weird. Because I've watched the videos of it with David Attenborough narrating gloriously
Yeah.
like a million times. Like, dude, have you guys watched the Life in Color thing that's on Netflix with David Attenborough?
No, I can't say as I have.
It's like it's a short 3-part one that it's just them using different cameras with UV and this and that, and it goes back and forth between whatever to see like what the animal is seeing in this element. So it's with UV light, so hunter prey style, and with insects, and with crabs, with birds flying over with the UV light. It's wild. It's like the coolest thing I've ever watched, especially if you're like an Oregon little fucking turd over here. I'm just rambling full over here. Sorry.
You got half of it right.
No, he nailed it.
Oh, yeah, both parts, rambling and full.
Man's got to know his limitations.
There's
No,
no
that's right.
limitations. Not with bourbon on my desk right now. This is bad, dude. No lady at home tonight. The only thing is, I'm on like war doggy schedule where I actually have to stop at a certain point to wake up real early tomorrow.
Not me.
I'm off after that for a few days.
We got 3 days off.
Not me. I got 365 days off every year, and it sucks. All right. I'm only 69 miles from top of descent. Pick your approach procedure. I can't remember which one I took, but I ended up with one that has
I think
YDUT in it.
well, there's an yeah, there was the RNAV 27.
Right, that's one I took.
But it's a visual, so I just took the straight in. vector.
No, it wasn't a visual.
For me, it was. There was no option.
Yeah, I had no option in the Baron.
So I wonder if that's mapped to the
It's
last airport.
It's not
with-
an LPV. It
Yeah,
doesn't-
there's
it doesn't
none.
go
There's
vertical
none of
nav,
that on this one.
Not to the localizer, anyways. I'm just blind flying now.
Yeah, it's all straight in. I mean, it doesn't matter though. It's still gonna activate it. For me, at least.
RNAV GPS 27.
Yep. And then transition vectors were I just put in straight because it was either vector or straight.
I had a choice.
How many did you have?
Vector or YDUT, I think it was. WeDUT, whatever it is.
I feel like we're on real similar paths though, so
Yeah.
and then even from here, it's all straight in. Like as I'm looking in, it's very yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be the same almost.
Yeah, my path is pretty much straight in. Well, when I get to WeDUT, I'll turn a 45-degree angle to the left. And then it'll be straight into the runway. Yep, right at 45 degrees. At least it looks like. I can't see all of it because it's underneath tags. It might make some turns after that. I can't tell. Oh, I know how to tell.
There you go. Now I got an approach.
Man, I gotta make like an eggnog bourbon for my next drink, I think.
Oh
Tis
no,
the
it does
season.
make a bunch of jugs.
Have you ever mixed that before?
What, eggnog and what?
And bourbon, like good bourbon.
No, I was never a bourbon drinker.
I mean, I forget what goes in, like if you're gonna make eggnog from scratch with alcohol in it at home. But I feel like it was like more rum with whiskey maybe mixed. I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Now, the only hard alcohol I drink is tequila, and that's when it's in a margarita, and that's it. I'm a beer drinker.
Do you like margaritas?
Pardon?
I do like margaritas, Jen. I
Yeah,
love
I was 50 years old before I found out I liked margaritas.
I love like the super aged tequila, and even all the mezcal variants that aren't grown in the same region.
I've not tried those. I'd
Well,
probably like it.
it's similar to how outside of Cognac region or like Champagne region, like you can't call it that with Champagne, or you can't call it Cognac outside of that. But like
I was given a big bottle of cognac by one of my customers. I took it so I wouldn't offend him, and I tasted it, and I could not. It just no, not for me.
it's one of those that
You seem like a Jack man to me, Ted.
No, I've tried Jack many times,
Well,
and I just never
it
cared
has
for
to
it.
do with I don't know. It's just like how it's presented to you with all the things, with like whatever, like because you don't want that straight necessarily. I'd probably like mix cognac with a couple things, like still have mostly cognac, but it's one of those where like just introducing that to someone that's gonna be harsh.
It was.
Well, it's not like pain. It's just I don't know. It's a flavor that you're like, all right, no, I'm good.
It's an acquired taste,
You know what's another
like Scotch. It's
I like Myers.
Well,
Browne.
yeah, Scotch. Well, and then Scotch. That there's so many different variances of how Scotch is. Where
yeah.
you get the peaty ones, you get the Highlands smooth ones, and all of it's good. But at the end of the day, like, so I love and appreciate those smoky ones, but I only want like the most thimble full of it to taste, and then I'd rather drink something that's like very smooth after that.
My daughter, my younger daughter, loves Scotch, and that's rare for a woman to like Scotch.
Mm, not if they're no, not if they're redheaded Scottish. I don't know, maybe not. But
Well, she has
they go
Scotch, some
on.
Scott in her,
Sorry.
but she doesn't have any red hair. Well, her hair might be red, but it ain't red naturally. She dyes her hair so often. Sometimes it's purple, red, copper, just all kind of different colors.
You know, kids these days. As
She
I'm
wanted to go
saying,
visit.
I'm like only slightly older than your grandkid, right?
No, you're. How old are you?
35.
You're as young as my baby.
Yeah, cuts.
My oldest
you
is
can call him
45.
Daddy now. You call him
Oh
Daddy.
my god!
You didn't know you were
Papa
flying
Ted.
around with an old fart, did you?
Papa Ted.
I've been called
Don't
worse.
park
not better.
myself in the dryer or something, right? Like just like stepdaddy, help! Sad. You're like, God damn, guys. Why do we sink to this?
Oh, it's Pat's day to be pissed off at everybody.
I had some guys working for me when we were testing gas wells. They were young guys, about the same age as my son, and my son's their baby. And
Hang on a second.
I,
You guys see it? The pizza siding to the right.
I was just going to say
Oh.
oh yeah, I'm way
Left
past
it
y'all.
directly over him.
Anyway, we had
Scoot's gonna find out where you live and then tell you what pizza joints you should order pizza from in your town right now.
but at any rate, we had guys that were about my son's age, and a couple of them came from a very bad, very, very rough family, and they sort of adopted me as their dad.
How long ago was this, you said?
That was probably 13, 14 years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with it. I knew their background, and they had most of them didn't even know their dad. It was so funny. I was chewing one of them's ass out. Something stupid he did, and very potentially fatal. But I was chewing his ass out. He says, "You don't chew your son's ass out. Why don't you treat us like him?" My son heard him say that. No, don't ask him for that. The reason he doesn't chew my ass out is because I know better than to screw up in front of him. He says, "You just think you got an ass chewing. If it had been me, it'd been an ass beating."
Ooh, Pat would probably like that.
Yeah, he probably would.
Papa. Spank me, Papa.
Kink shame. Kink shame. Man, yeah, I haven't even told you guys that I like lived with fucking. It was like an in between housing situation from this to here. We're living with coworkers
Oh,
for like
that's
a
the
year,
worst.
but it
That's
was like a furry situation. I mean, and you know about furries, right?
As in fur babies.
Like furries, like the actual furries.
they think they're animals.
And they, yeah, yeah, it was kind of hilarious. I was like an undercover. How I felt was like the undercover documentary series, like Vice or whatever. I was like, I'm in their like world because I was already like in their gaming community with like my coworkers, and it was this like huge furry fucking network.
Oh my
And
god.
holy shit, it was so funny. Like I have so many stories of just funny things of how these people are, and it was great.
It was great.
It was amazing. I was like, all right, like the people I live with didn't wear suits. They were just like they had professionally drawn like fursona characters about their like animal shit. And yeah, it was like it was great. It was very NSFW. And I was just like, what the fuck are you? I was like, oh yeah. They were like, what animal would you be? I was like, oh god damn you guys. Get out of it.
Big. Oh, that's funny. Yep, I'd have
Uh,
to get out of that situation a lot quicker than a year.
yeah, it was funny, but it was one of those where I was like, all right. Like what
You people had
if
lost your freaking minds.
this was before COVID hit, so it was like locking down a place before COVID hit,
Oh my
like
god, the
for
before
lockdown in
time.
March.
Yeah.
I was like one of those where I was like, all right, like I gotta get out of this. Like, or then we're screwed. But man, it was funny. I mean, they're all like really good gamers and a lot of like with people I would play games like they're all like really actually fun epic people, but it was just one of these things like we play a lot of like first person shooter stuff, and yeah, the just like weird furry stuff, and
Be right back.
them trying to make me an animal or something. Like, I think I finally chose an otter to troll him. I was like, just shut up. I'll be an otter or something. I don't know.
Oh my god.
No, I have a lot of stories where you're like, what the fuck? Why? Better than any TV show about furries that have ever happened.
I'm back. Top of descent, 24 miles, roughly. Oh, less than that, about 22. Have any of y'all tried missed approaches, practicing missed approaches with this, with the NXI?
No.
I don't miss.
I don't either, but
I don't.
I'd like to know how.
That's why I don't have the ATC on.
I think I'm gonna practice that tomorrow.
Oh man, what?
Pat died.
Yeah, it sounded
Oh.
like he died.
What was like the server made me? I don't know. I like was looking at another.
The bourbon
Oh,
did.
No, I was looking at Discord servers and it like disconnected me to join a server. I was like,
Oh,
are you kidding me?
yeah, I've been there, done that.
The bourbon did nothing. The bourbon only told you about furries.
Right. Which is more than I needed to know.
Nah. You want to know? Like, trust me, it's so funny. Like, all that shit's so funny to me. Like, so I was always like, I would ask the deepest questions. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what do you like? Oh, it was great. It was great. And it's super uncomfortable because it'd be a
Yeah.
lot of like weird, like, it's a lot of weird world out there.
How close are you guys?
Oof. A little ways, I feel like, still.
Top of descent.
I was at 75 miles. Performance down.
I've noticed that now this new version of the NXI doesn't show bottom of descent until you hit top of descent. Then it'll mark bottom.
I never paid attention enough to notice that.
I wish they'd just put it in everything.
I couldn't hear a thing.
I
I guess
they
it's
would
my
just-
ears.
No, I wish they'd put the NXI in everything. Instead of having to learn
Yeah.
17 different, Garmins or MFDs or whatever. I just haven't taken the time like the jets. I haven't learned to take the time for that yet.
Oh, that's cute. Somebody's got not a chance for their name. And they've got not spelled K-N-O-T.
Where'd Mr. Toaster go?
Hey,
I don't know.
there's-
Ran him off. That's how you do it. Just tell him, "Oh, I want to be your friend. I want to be your friend." And no,
He
you
got-
won't.
He got bored autopiloting.
I should make her Mike and Pat.
It don't bother me shit. I like looking at all this shit.
I like opening and closing the air vents. Or opening the window and watching the cabin temperature drop.
Right turn, Clyde.
I just feel like I'm forgetting something.
Gear.
And you, top of the...
Damn it, I lost my gear down. Proceeds to go inverted.
It's the Ted way.
What's that?
Flaps down, gear down.
Yep. Ooh, it is froggy here.
Wigwags. Alright. We have... Maybe? Wish I could put a cup in these cup holders.
On the MFD, it's got my green line coming in, or my magenta line coming in. And that white line, is that the runway heading that sticks out?
Looks like it.
It's gotta be, right?
What runway are you landing on?
27.
Okay. Yeah, it goes over the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the top of that lake.
Yep.
Okay, so as I drop down, once I hit descent, let it go down, and when I get close, cut it off and then fly into that path, right?
Mm-hmm.
This ought to be interesting.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fantastic. I hear they give pizza for good landings. Oh.
That's killing words.
Celebratory pizza. I'm in.
Celebratory pizza. No pineapple.
Now, if you're flying,
No, no, don't. No.
It's not my favorite, but I can eat it.
It does not belong on pizza.
Tell that to
You're
the Canadians.
Well, that says it all, don't it?
if you're flying a visual approach, you can use your OBS button down at the bottom of your PFD and turn it so that it aligns with the runway, and it'll give you a good long line to shoot for to line up for your runway ahead of time.
What did he say?
Never mind.
He said, yep.
Yep. No, it wasn't that. I heard every word he said. I just didn't know what he said.
Sound like science gibberish to me.
Yeah.
Well, the button just to the left of your CDI button on your PFD says OBS. When you push on that, it will put a line on your runway, and you turn it to the runway heading. You can turn that line to the runway heading, and you can use with the heading button, and you can use that as a long lead line to your runway, basically.
But I'm gonna lose my VNAV though.
Well, okay. I didn't know you were on a VNAV approach.
Well, it's not an approach. It's just the flight level. I'm going straight in. It's gonna bring me down.
Well, you have to, in order for the VNAV to work, you have to pick a transition for it to, which
I'm
one?
all in. I'm all set. I got top of descent and everything.
Okay, well, you don't have to.
And then just as I get close, I'll shut it off and then I'll fly it in.
Okay.
I'm just winging it here.
How'd you get ahead of me, Pat?
Magic. I don't know.
Yeah,
Slew mode.
warp speed.
Slew mode.
He's got
700
Jado
mile an hour
rockets on the
tailwind.
back of his plane.
Well, Ted earlier put a 77 knot tailwind behind him so he could pass Pat.
It was only a 8 or 9 knot, I think.
18, you said.
Oh, maybe it was 18. I was thinking 8 or 9. Math gets fuzzy for me.
1877. Who cares?
What's the difference?
It's just
Same
a number.
thing.
It's just a number.
2 plus 2 is 22. Right?
Common Core, I take it.
Don't ask me a thing about that gibberish.
Pi r squared. Pi equals pizza.
Pizza pie.
Square, so everybody gets a corner.
If Johnny has 5 apples and Susie has 4 oranges, how many chocolate bars does Doug have?
None. The teacher got them.
Alright. Goes top to 6. See what happens. I think this thing's gonna fucking slam me down at about 800 mile an hour.
I will be impressed if it does that.
When the wings fall off.
Turbulence.
Oh, I stole that shit. I'm in the parking lot, right off the runway.
White over white. Fly all night.
Red over red. You end up dead.
Red over red makes you dead.
Sailor's delight.
Shut up, Spalding.
Be right back.
I'm doing the shuttle approach.
Mean the only approved approach ever?
I think I see it.
Patnomyces.
Yes, sir. Man, I kind of do want to order pizza now. Damn it. They're talking about it forever.
I done ate mine. I made it.
About to hit top of descent.
Dun, 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 dun.
Huh. This last flight showed no takeoffs, no landings.
It's the one below that.
I got one below that that says one daytime takeoff, but no landings. And one below that is one daylight takeoff, one daylight landing. A whole bunch of flights that I did shows no takeoff or no landing.
That's usually when you park and shut your plane off, it logs that as 0 and 0.
Got one here with a Yeah, that last flight was a
Damn clouds.
what was it? Where is there? No. Okay, a 2-hour and 17-minute flight yesterday. All daylight. With only one landing and no takeoff. Wait, no, that's today's date. Okay, it's got one for tomorrow's date. No time. Leaving, it said I left at 2:36 a.m. and straight zeros. And tomorrow I hadn't got here yet for me to do that.
It's planning the flight for you.
I guess. Where is that long flight? There it is. I flew the Baron from Lima Fox Trot Bravo Delta to Kilo Sierra Echo Alpha.
Got a plane off my 1 o'clock. Who's on coming up to final?
I am.
That flight was 15 hours, 49 minutes, and 23 seconds. In a Baron.
I'm on your left.
Ah, yes. I think I'm doing it right. I think I'm doing it. Flaps.
If you think you're doing it right, you probably aren't.
I can see the runway now.
But I did that 15-hour flight. I just put it on, I just set it one long route and put unlimited fuel and just let it fly. And then I went and took it, went to bed, got up, and then finished the flight. I think my longest flight for real was like 3 hours or 4 hours. There's one for 3 hours, 21 minutes. From Beaumont to 96 Victor Alpha. And I don't remember where that is now. Oh well. Take off from Beaumont to, where's 96 Victor Alpha? There's a flight from Foxtrot, Oscar X-Ray to 5 November Mike. It was a whole 13 minutes and 43 seconds of flight. From Trent Palmer's house to Dead Cow. It's a shame that the NXI doesn't let you set locations as favorites. like you can with your driving GPS. All right, ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, I'm cutting it off. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night. Bye, Bonds.
Bye-bye.
Click, yeah, bye. Click, click like and subscribe and all the other stuff everybody tells you to do, please. Thank
And
you.
remember, pineapple does not go on pizza.
I mean, it's not terrible.
Commies. Commies. Commies.
I would rather pineapple than anchovies.
Any day. No, both commies.
No, you're on record for having said, yeah, okay.
This landing's gonna be interesting.
Well, with my
Yes.
shuttle approach from way up high, I still managed to land, get slowed down, and stop for the first turnoff.
I'm using my yoke for the first time, so.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
well, what are you flying?
The Kodiak.
Oh, you ought to be able to make it easy. The beta makes it real easy to stop. The second you touch down, hit beta. Matter of fact, just a second before I touch down, I hit beta so that it's starting to work right after I touch down.
Oh. Stanley hit my throttle.
Lately, I've started watching the what's that the missionary pilot thing? I can't remember
Yep, missionary pilot.
Yeah, I've started watching him.
The Kodiak.
Yeah, he's got a
Little floaty
set
there.
of training videos for the Kodiak.
Brakes! Brakes! No pizza for you.
Eek. That was rough.
I landed.
Well.
Right on the markers.
Before we started, I thought sure I'd want to fly another flight, but I don't think I can now.
Leger dog.
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
How's it going, J-Dog?
Oh,
Hey, ¿cómo se va, cha?
back home, thank God.
How's she doing?
Nice, bud.
So she's out of surgery. They got everything buttoned up. So basically, she's got 2 pins in her hip right now.
Wow.
One going through the neck into the ball, and it's pulled that together, and then another pin going down, holding everything together. So
Okay.
she's gonna have to basically 6 months on a walker until she gets her gait back up, is what they called it. So
Yep.
she's got a long road ahead,
Oh, yeah.
and I got a lot of fucking work to do.
Yep. It's going to be hard on both of you for a little while.
Yep. So,
Just hang in there, bud.
oh yeah, we're gonna get through it like we normally do. So, it was time for the dog to have some little bit harder liquor than beer tonight.
Pat's already
Yep.
late.
So.
Pat's wasted.
Oh, is
That's
he?
already on the level of,
He-
yep. I've already
Chelsea-
added eggnog to my bourbon at this point.
He was
We're
talking
out
about
this
his.
season.
He was talking about his days living with the furries.
Yeah, yeah. You missed the furry stories, bro. I lived with furries. It was fucking weird.
Oh my god.
In other words,
Thankfully, they didn't dress in animal shit. They just had like professionally drawn avatars, which isn't any better. And it's like, here, look at this NSFW pic of my avatar. I'm like, nope.
I'm surprised they didn't start. What's the term? Sketching. Yeah, sketching.
Yiffing.
I just
Yeah,
find
All of it.
You
I just find it
Grouping.
shocking that Pat's fucking furry curious.
I just don't give a fuck. So it's like, it's for me. It's like it's fun. I just love. I love talking to 'em, all the crazies out there.
All right, what are we doing next?
The Scoob, I see you got that Kodiak 100. What do you think?
Oh, it's amazing.
It's so good.
We all got them.
Yeah, I
It's
love
so
it.
fun.
What's it running?
It's like 30 or 34, 35.
Yeah.
30 bucks. 30 bucks, like 30.09.
Let's see.
That's real nice. It's honestly like a great flight model. It's so like unforgiving.
No,
amazing.
it's very forgiving. Very forgiving.
Very.
Yeah. Easy to
That's not-
fly.
That's not what he wants to hear. He wants the hard
Oh,
job.
well, it's easy to fly for me. Because I have all the fucking assists on. But if you take the assist off, good luck.
But it's not that hard.
It's really not like. It's more on just like how takeoff and rudder and stuff like that works with crosswind. It's very.
It'll flip over in a heartbeat.
What's the top speed on it?
About 143, 144.
Well,
Top.
I was cruising at
Indicated.
155. It depends though.
it indicated it'll be that, and then you'll be at like 180, 190 true. It's just like a little under the 208.
Tractable gear or no?
No.
No.
Fixed gear.
It's just like
It's the bush.
it's real similar to the 208 Grand Caravan.
There's over 70 configs. You can have Tundra tires, standard tires, cargo, skydive.
Yep.
It's a neat. Oh man, it pulled me away from the Baron.
I didn't think there was a plane out there that would do that.
Well, it did.
But we could just fly anything too.
Yeah. The that Freedom Fox is a blast. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That was
We
worth
flew
it.
last night from Trent Palmer's place, landing on hills, mountains, whatever.
Well, shit,
having
we're
a
close
lot
to
of
that
fun.
now.
Freedom Fox now, is that a flightsim.to thing?
No, that's like a Orbix payware.
Yeah, P-42,
Yeah,
Phillips
yeah,
42 or something like that.
Yeah, Parallel 42 Freedom
Parallel
Fox.
42, yeah.
Interesting.
I see my Scoob live streamed it too.
Yes, sir.
Where should
Where's-
we fly next?
Where are you guys
We
at
just
on
fin-
the-
Well, we just finished the that second leg.
That long one. We're at
Yeah.
KAH.
Second and third. We flew 3 legs today.
Yeah. Well, 2. They were just the first one was super long.
Yeah, but we combined 2 on the last one.
Yeah, we've gone
We've gone 3
Almost
legs
4.
tonight.
damn near 500 miles.
All right.
So where are you at now?
Kilo Alpha Hotel Charlie.
Okay. So your next one is to Kilo Alpha 92.
We'll probably do something else. We'll save these for
I'm gonna have to
Buzzard.
call it a night myself.
Oh, you're good.
You're-
I'm looking at the next one for what is. Well, I don't know about tomorrow because it all depends on if my wife gets out the hospital.
Also, the P-38 just got updated the other day. I saw
Oh, no
on
shit.
it.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
an update. for
Yeah, I need to check on that. I don't know if I can't remember if I did it or not.
I updated. I just flown it though.
Did what they do? Send that to you via email or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
actually gonna
check
hop
my-
in that. Check it out.
Let me check my
Let's see,
email here.
P-38.
Let's
I don't have it.
see.
No. What do you have that's similar? The speed.
How fast?
Updated it right there.
We'll
She
just
is.
like pick.
I want to see if they.
TDM.
Let's see.
Do you have the
Remove setup 7
P-51s or
compass
anything?
sticker. Overhaul the
TDM.
AI multiplayer sound. Status page.
Or the
added to
Vertigo.
user
Do you have the
network,
Vertigo?
Oh yeah, I got the Vertigo.
Custom
Yeah,
CAG
I
modeling,
would take
hardware
that
type,
over anything.
working yoke,
Okay.
drop tank. Ooh, working
You'll be
yoke, drop
faster
tank
than
release
us.
buttons.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it says and a bunch of other goodies.
Mhm.
Yeah, we just landed at Kilo Alpha Hotel Charlie. So yeah, we did 3 legs tonight.
Where
255, 175, and 77.
we're gonna delete that, and it is now deleted. Go back into my Gmail. Get the download right, y'all. There we go. We gonna download. We got the
Chaw.
download. Chaw.
Where should we
Oh, good
fly?
lord. I even actually bought me a goddamn cigar tonight.
Dang.
Cigar.
Yeah,
Going
Monte
old
Cristo.
stogie.
Got me an old Monte Cristo or something like that. Whatever fuck
Yeah,
it was. It tastes
Monte
good.
Cristo, it's a counterfeit Cuban.
Well, whatever it is, it tastes good.
Yeah, they do. But I'm more of a shit, what's the name of it? Acid Nasty. That
Yeah.
is one hell of a cigar.
Acid's always.
Acid is a brand of
I've had
Acid's
that.
nasty.
from Drew Estates, I think it is,
Yeah,
and they are some damn good cigars.
they're really nice.
Yeah, the Nasty looks like a blunt. It's real narrow on one end and gets and grows out, pretty thick on the other end. So that the reason they do that is to give it the same hit all the way down. But it's got a real unique taste, and man, it's good. And I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I smoked cigars. But I like mostly the Maduro wraps, which are the darker tobacco wrappers.
Yeah.
Man,
Flying higher.
my daughter worked at Specs in Houston, which is a liquor store. I don't know if y'all are familiar with it or not. It's a chain liquor store, and they usually have a humidor that you can go in and pick cigars. Well, the guy that was in charge of the humidor, my daughter went and talked to him, told him that I like good cigars. So he picked out a few, and he'd picked out like 3 different nasties, or 3 different acids rather. And I can't remember the name of them, but there's Wild Hair. That was a really good one, man.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
All right, take care, brother.
All right, man.
See
Be
you
good.
later. iPad's still broken for me, J-Dog.
Damn. Well, I'm updating the 320 at the moment. I'll log in here in a minute and see what's happening.
You have all the liveries, Scoob, for this?
For
Like,
what?
for P-38?
Just
Even though-
whatever it came with.
Every time I spawn one, it's like, you're not in a P-38.
You're in a
You're both-
bonanza.
Uh,
A floating
see.
bonanza. I don't even remember
Flying
how to
Dutchman.
start this damn thing.
That's what I meant to check.
Where
But,
should we fly?
who made Flying Iron, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, alright. Battery.
Let me see if I downloaded it.
Refresh my drink, and then I'll tell you guys kind of a funny story about my wife.
Uh-oh, you're going to get in trouble.
Mhm.
No, she already knows I'm going to talk about it.
You're in Trubs.
That never changes, Scoob. You should know that.
Dude, I've been married 47 years. I do know.
Alright.
Old enough to be almost all of y'all's daddy. Oh, there it is. I did get the download.
Right.
Where should we fly? Let's see.
Generator.
Cube is where we left.
Auto magic.
Man, nothing hits better than a UV blue and 7-Up.
Mhm.
What's a UV blue?
UV blue vodka and 7-Up. It's a
Oh, okay.
blue raspberry vodka.
Oh, okay. If you say so.
Ah, it's fucking delicious. I can get into trouble. You know those, the blue Jolly Ranchers?
Yeah.
Okay? It tastes just like fucking a blue Jolly Rancher.
Blueberry.
Yeah, basically.
I still remember how to
And
start.
it's, oh, they're so good. I bought a big ass fifth of UV blue and a 2 liter of 7-Up. So, yeah. All right. Where'd you guys spawn in at?
Thanks. I think Scoop's KHHC soon.
Brakes.
Yeah, brakes. Brakes are important. Brakes. Oh,
You mean
funny story.
KAHC?
Yep. Yes, sir.
So
Yeah,
here's 2 things. So this afternoon,
I'm down to fly anywhere.
I got home, checked the mailbox. I had a couple things from the Social Security Administration. Me and my wife have been fighting the goddamn government to get her on disability because there's no way she can work with all the bullshit that she's going through. So we got a lawyer to fight it for us, and we were starting our appeal process when I get a letter.
Should I not be streaming for this?
Oh,